Tear down day on the prairie. Tear down day number 2. Shit. Tear down day number 2, and we're going to put a blind up. Make it make sense.
That's hilarious.
We're going to round up some cameras, a couple of XOPs. We're gonna try and just narrow down to 2 spots that we're gonna go tonight and let it ride on them 2 spots, and whatever happens, we'll be there. Yeah, I mean, we have, the bucks are finally starting to show, and I think we have two legit opportunities no matter where we're at out of the 3 locations.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
Which is nice for the last night. You'd hope to have that pitch right down the middle, the 4-seamer. Send it.
It's bottom of the 9th. And you got to score.
We're down by a run or 2.
Yeah.
Teardown day is always rough, but well, it's rough when you don't have a tag punch. That's what I should say. But the nice thing is we have one more chance. We have this evening's hunt, and that may be all we need, folks. Just pulling this camera down, David's grabbing some. David's doing a little landscaping. He's just trimming off a couple red brush branches and branches that still have a lot of foliage on them, because we're gonna go bush in. We gotta pop up a ground blind in the spot Dave was at, because he tried to ground hunt, and we just, there's always been, the last couple of years, this, okay, come on now. There's a matriarch doe over here that is just one of those does where if it was your home state or property, you would just send one through her friggin' blood pumper. But we only have a buck tag, so we can't do that. But the ground game, she was just too onto it, and it's gonna make it not work. So we're gonna try to pop up a blind, which might be weird too, because it's the first time the deer are gonna see it, but better than seeing a human. You look just like a bush. That's what I'm hoping for tonight too. Looks like a bush. After my hunt last night, just not comfortable in here on the ground by myself, so we're gonna pop this blind up. Originally I kind of thought it would be too much, but we're gonna just try and bush it in and honestly just hope for the best. There's track all over in the corner here. So my main mission is to just be able to move and film. I think he's coming out of this slough over here. I mean, we know he's coming out of this slough over here. There's really nowhere else to come from. But once he's out here, I just want to be able just to make sure that I can move, because the other deer were the problem yesterday. This is where they will be, this hill. Definitely feel a lot better than yesterday being in here, for sure. Just being at least if they're alerted, at least I have my movement and I can make a shot if necessary. That's my main concern.
Yeah, it's always the bomb diggity out here. It just doesn't matter what happens. It keeps us chasing out here, and that ain't gonna quit. But we're putting all the chips on the table. We're all in tonight. Whatever happens, happens. But feel good. We are on 2 bucks, and we just need them to get up in daylight, and we could be in the money. Scud missile sailing. But yeah, whatever happens, happens. But it feels good tonight. Bluebird day. It's a little warm, but it'll cool down here the last couple hours of the day, and stuff should get up and start moving around. God bless America. Bow hunt in October in North Dakota. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
One last ride, baby.
One last ride. Let's do it. Enjoy it. Heck what?
Enjoy it. Yeah, no doubt.
Even if you have the bill blowing at you.
Amen, bro. May the arrow fly true. Cut him. Cut him. They're just finishing up. Combine in the corner. They got like probably 2 passes left. All the corn will be cut. And they'll be out of here. Perfect for an afternoon hunt uninterrupted. I don't know. Could today be the day? Could be. It sure could be. All right, I'm gonna soak up this walk. I will see y'all in the blind. We had 2 good bucks in here well, actually more than that, but look at that scrape. Haven't seen a scrape like that the entire trip. That's a good one right there. And look at, they did it again right here. That might be where we have to leave a camera. I'm thinking so.
Still got these 4 deer out in front of me, which is great. 2 of them went downwind of me to try and win me. And they both blew a little bit and went out into the middle of the corn. But they calmed down and now they're out here again. There's another deer. They just got up. There's a coyote way down below them. I hope they really don't mess this up. Come my way. Come my way. There's a coyote down there, and they saw him as soon as they got up out of bed. And I think they're really intrigued or like curious, trying to figure out where he went, because that's where they're going.
pick up a couple cameras, and we're just kind of getting situated. Look at that, straightened up even more. We're getting situated to leave, but before or while we do that, we're going to do a little wind bump and grind mission. See what we see. Honestly, set this up here because I'm going to be turning anything in here. Beam pumping that little slough down there. There was one buck on here in particular last night we definitely shoot, so I don't know, we'll see. Let's just set her up. Going into pull the stand, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Caught a little action this year. Man, it's beautiful. Just leaves changing. What a day. What a day. Tear down day official. We can't tell the girls one more day anymore. This is it. The final of all the showdowns. Shout out to the ladies and these bucks, this buck, these bucks, whatever it may be this evening, because I do believe it will be something. They are dedicated to use. Well, this is officially the last ride.
No matter what,
I think.
We think.
We've extended the trip twice now, and it's really all for good reason, because the hunting just keeps getting, we feel like we keep getting closer and closer to making something happen. Dean's filmed two mature bucks 2 nights in a row. The buck that was that I'm after was literally on camera minutes after I got out last night. I mean, I don't know.
We're close, it's just, it was worth one more.
Yeah. One more push.
One more push, despite it being a little bit warm. I don't think that really matters. I think we're close enough now to where they're betting that it shouldn't. It doesn't matter. It just matters what move they want to make when they get up.
This is true.
2 nights they haven't made the right move, so I mean, 3rd night they gotta. You would think they just
Do something different.
They gotta make the different move tonight. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, because it's like, it kind of feels like we shouldn't be here, but we're here.
It does.
And I don't know.
Feels like we're doing something wrong, but it's pretty right.
But it's so right. We're definitely wearing ourselves out, trying to.
Holy moly, it feels like rut week.
It does feel like rut week. I mean, we've been going all day, every day since last Friday. It's crazy that we've been here a week, a full week. It was supposed to be 5 days.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And we've been here a full week. I mean,
and it's just a totally different feel, because you know, that early trip, the days are so, like, that extra hour of daylight
At least, probably 2.
Yeah, it makes such a huge difference. And you know, we're scouting in the morning a little bit, but it's just, yeah, you just have a little bit more downtime, I would say.
Early. In the early season.
Yeah, in the early.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No, it's the days go by quick.
This one's full go.
You go scout in the morning, or we've popped in, you know, kind of scouting, but also brought the bow with us. Tried to put ourselves close enough to the game where we could make a move. You do that till 9:30, 10 o'clock. Get out, get a bite to eat, and then it's shuffling cameras or going to move stands, and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock and it's time to shower up and go get in again. And then, you know, we're loading footage and creating vlogs and stuff at night, and go to bed at midnight, get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, do it all over again. But it's been awesome. It's been an awesome, I mean, it's been a tough trip. We knew it was going to be a grind, but
Learned a lot, though.
we have learned a ton on this trip and created new opportunities on the same pieces of land that we've been hunting, which is cool. And got on deer. So, all right, bro.
Let's do it. Last dance.
Will him in. Will him in. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Good luck. Oh yeah, it's a windy one. That's for sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is officially the last ride. We were saying it in the car, and it kind of feels like we shouldn't be here. It's kind of a weird feeling, but I'm extremely grateful to be back for one more sit. Wish we could stay even longer. Wish it was planned for. Wish a lot of things, but all we got is where our feet are right now, and that's what we need to focus on and stay in the moment. I mean, we've got one more hunt. We're in one more hunt here in North Dakota. It's exciting. It's fun. We've gotten a couple bonus hunts just based on the deer movement and the deer activity picking up after 4 or 5 hard-fought days of not much of anything. And Dean and I are in 2 great spots. He's got a hog of a buck that he's hunting. It's kind of cool because when we got here, that was like a point of interest for Dean. He wanted to have a stand in the tree that he's in. He wanted to be able to see a lot and observe, but also be right in the game, and he's put himself there, which is cool. And for whatever reason, the energies and God pulled me to this piece of property, this location. We were back a couple 100 yards in the corn probably 4 or 5 days ago, and we saw a boatload of deer come out right in front of where this blind is set up now. Made a move, no blind one day, wasn't the move. Kind of got busted, was extremely uncomfortable. Put a blind up, was a little nervous. Didn't really know if it was going to work, if the deer were going to tolerate it. Came in here last night. They did. I felt like I beat them, per se. At least all the doe that were out here. I had doe trying to go downwind to me. I had doe looking into the blind or looking at the blind and not really paying much attention to it. All of them ended up calm and feeding out in this cut cornfield. So I'm hopeful for tonight. He literally showed up probably, I don't know, it was probably more like 20 to 25 minutes after shooting late last night. But by the time I wrapped up and got out of here, I wasn't even at the truck, and he was already on camera. So it made me feel good about my exit. It made me feel good that he's not laying far. He just needs to want to be in that mood to get up and take a walk in daylight. So I'm hopeful for tonight. I'm extremely grateful for one more hunt. I'm tired mentally and physically. It almost feels like the rut week grind right now, but we're finishing out this week in North Dakota. Next week is Scrape Week. That's going to be brought to you from Tennessee, Ohio, and New York. And then the week after that is Rut Week up in New York
where Dad, Uncle Jay, Dean, and I are all going to be in camp together. I know Dad's up at camp right now hunting. Uncle Jay's at the Holy Land in Tennessee hunting, so all 4 of us are out. And I feel another buck coming on soon. Uncle Jay got us started about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And I feel another buck going down from one of the crew members in the near future. A little hard to talk, but this wind is blowing quite hard. It's just a constant 20-mile-an-hour wind right now. Last about hour and a half, close to 2 hours we got left. Maybe hour and a half. These deer out here are unpredictable. I don't know what to think of the weather. It's a little warm, but with this breeze, it's not warm. It's a little chilly, actually. So that might be helping things out a little bit. Hopefully this last hour it calms down a touch, but this is it. This is actually it. It's been a hell of a trip. I mean, like I said, if you can hear me, this is one of Dave and I's favorite places in the entire world. It's incredible out here. Every time you're out here, you just don't want to leave. The hunting is addicting. I don't know what it is. It's awesome out here. Those doe. They're behind me, about 100, 150 yards. That one matriarch doe won't give me up. They're still feeding back there, so they're not all out, like blowing out of here, but I have a feeling that they have to cut through my wind in order to get over here, and that may be a long shot. There's our buck right to the back of us. He just got up.
I could chase that dang buck for the next month. Yeah, you just don't want to end. You don't want to stop, because he's got an incredible bed, because he's almost untouchable where he beds, but he's up in daylight every night, probably right around sunset, and I think he's killable with a bow. He just needs to make the right move after he gets up, because he's covering ground when he gets up. So you don't need to be right on his bed, but unfortunately, we just ran out of time this trip, and it's so hard to leave this place with a tag unfilled, because every day we're just, the last couple days have been the same, but I just feel like it's a matter of time, and I could make it happen with this deer. He's such a stud, just a giant North Dakota old buck. Oh man, but I'm gonna be thinking about him until next year if they don't catch up to him in rifle season. Smart deer, what a giant. This trip's been awesome. It's so awesome out here any time of the year, honestly, but it's been fun watching that buck the last 3 days. Getting close to his domain and watching him do his thing. These North Dakota deer are really, really awesome to hunt. Until 2024, North Dakota. It's been real. I haven't heard from Dave, so I'm assuming he hasn't had any luck either, but since that buck walked pretty far away, I'm gonna probably start wrapping up, even though I got 5 to 10 minutes left, but I don't see him about facing and coming towards me, and I gotta tear this whole stand down, so